A land filled with darkness, undead pigs, ghosts, vampires, and various other evil creatures needs a hero, and you, brave one, must destroy the very source of this evil, Master Nightmare. In this game of action and progress, also known as Ravenswatch. Hi there. You might have heard of The Curse of the Dead Gods, a roguelike where you spend time traversing through a dungeon filled with cursed creatures and curses themselves, which you gather to progress and sometimes even get stronger. Ravenswatch is basically the same, but except choosing different weapons and curses, you choose a fairy tale slash legend slash folklore character. We got Beowulf, which is a fighter that powers up his attacks with the help of a dragon, Pied Piper, who summons rats and shoots magical notes into enemies, Red Riding Hood, which one time is a daggerist assassin and the other a ripping and shredding werewolf, Melusine, that controls a ball of water to hit enemies far away and keep her distance, Ice Queen, that serves around enemies to slow them and deal massive damage over time, Aladdin, who works more like a support but also as a trickster assassin jumping around the battlefield like a Prince of Persia dude, and the newest one, Geppetto, the puppeteer who summons puppets and maintains them as well as uses them to deal damage. With all this, there's a very little known about the game as it is in the early access form right now. As far as we are informed, we are heroes with different stories that are not actually fairy tale, folklore and legend heroes, but really strongly based on their stories. The land of Reverie is threatened by evil known as nightmares, which give shapes to dark thoughts of this realm's residents, and we must stop it. Also, this is just my personal theory and is not to be taken literally since there is no confirmation of it, but I think our heroes are actually chosen by a god to fight the evil, and not other than Odin himself. After all, the title Ravenswatch and the birds themselves are taking a big part in the game. We get resurrected by a mysterious raven power. Oh fuck. And use raven shrines to reveal terrain around to know the locations of most important places on the map. Yeah, this gives XP and shows important stuff on the map. There's a legendary chest and a regular chest. I go for the legendary. And there are circles of raven magic to travel around this map. Okay, that's 10. I really hope this is the case and not just a simple coincidence. About the gameplay itself. We simply respawn on Sandman's doorstep and after leaving it, our timer starts. We have 5 days before the Master Nightmare wakes and we must grow stronger to be able to defeat him. Oh, that's cool. That's the best one. Oh, that's so fucking cool. So we roam around defeating enemies and gaining level, upgrading our abilities, gain dream shards that work as currency, gather artifacts and maybe complete side quests left for us by 3 little piggies that want us to gather materials for them so they can build a house and hide in it, after which we need to protect him as well.
That'll show those monsters we mean business.
Well, there's a lot of things to do. After these 5 days we have to face the boss. So far there's only one region and the boss here is a puddle of tentacles and eyes. The main body stands in the middle of the arena while its other tentacles grow on the sides of it. We need to avoid taking damage from both side tentacles and the main tentacles, as well as defeat the side tentacles to stun the main body and break its guard. There is also a cycle of night and day that changes some characters' gameplay. For example, Scarlet, the Red Riding Hood, changes into a werewolf, switching from a swift and nimble assassin that mainly avoids taking damage into a self-healing bruiser. The other night day character is the Ice Queen, which during the day works as a main DPS, as for the night she is more supporting than fighting. Pied Piper also has this difference applied to him since his magical note pierces to enemies when it's dark and break on them while there's sunlight. It mostly affects his right mouse button, also known as power, since during the day it's a spread attack that probably won't deal its most damage unless you endanger yourself first, simultaneously changing into a straight attack during the night. Enemies are also affected by the night and day cycle, like the pigs explode during the day and the tree ants drop spiders on death when it's dark. So far this is all I can tell you about this game. My most favorite character is obviously the new one, Geppetto, since he has his own mechanics considering puppets and works as a second tank fighter who can literally throw his puppets around like a maniac. So, definitely worth a try. But that's it in this video. Hope you liked it and see you in the next one. Bye!